Crazy Troll Nation. I already did my brows. I'm gonna put on the City Beauty lip oil. Let me turn that mirror off. Should I keep that one on? It'll turn off like halfway through. I'm gonna leave that one on for now. Uh, Hello and welcome. Let me tell y'all. Excuse me. Let me tell y'all what we're gonna be doing today. And then we will do the intro. And I think this is gonna be an easy one. But yeah, I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try. So we're doing another beauty face off, and we are going to be using the Natasha Denona Yucca palette or Yucca palette. Hey Michelle, and hey Janet, and we're also going to be using one of the other eye Notoriously Morbid Bog Witch. So get a good look because yeah, I do kind of think it'll be easy to tell which is on which eye. They both have, I don't know. The Notoriously Morbid has more. Hey, Janessa. Just got home from the office. Blizzard today, so it was an adventure. I'm glad you're home. And I'm glad you're home safe. Oh, man. I don't know. It seems like I'm thinking like some of these shades might be brighter. Yes, another beauty face off. But then these shimmers in here, like this one, and that one, and this one, they're a little bit of color, but mostly shine. And so I'm curious. So we're gonna see. So they each kind of have like this brown right here. Is that a green though? This they both have a brown right here. It was looking a little greenish to me. This one, like it had a green undertone to it. So we have these two kind of browns here. This lighter shade in the middle may go for like this one, but we're going to see. We're going to see because I am curious. And so these are two grungy palettes. Of course, you don't think I should watch this one since Yucca is on Dion's McCarthy. Yep. And this is the one. So after I use this tonight, it's going to be sprayed and put over on a shelf with my Macari stuff. But if you do want it, Michelle, just message me because I negotiate with my trolls. You do know that. So I will just leave that there. Don't forget, y'all, the members who are here, Sunday is our members only exclusive for y'all to see all the palettes that I have, and which means the refreshed ones that I did from Natasha. And we're also going to talk about a situation. Janet and Janessa are aware. But yeah, we're going to talk about that on Sunday. Hey, Grace. So yeah, so that'll be a tidbit. And also, super quick, off topic. Well, I did my brows, but that's not what I was going to say. I didn't bring the tails out too far today. And I'm thinking they're almost friends. Like they're not quite shaking hands, but they're reaching out doing the pound thing. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much with the tails because I actually like my brows today. And then when I look back, like one will be here and one will be like way over there. Because I'd be like, oh, my brows are good. And then when I watch it on my TV, the big screen, that big screen tells no lies. I'm going to do Uni move for a request, but I don't want to be too fast back to back. It's okay. So super quick. I went out yesterday that's a perk of being a member. So I mean, enjoy your perks. Tell her, Michelle, because Michelle did quite a few too. And so what I'll do is like if I just do a request from someone and there's another one, I'll kind of push back one just so it's not the same person like every week. And so it works out really well. So I rotate is what I'm saying. But yeah, real quick, I went out yesterday to go to Sephora and Ulta to get my birthday gifts. I already knew from Sephora I wanted my 250 points. And so when I went in, she was like, oh, we're out of all of the birthday gifts. We run out quick. I said, I always come for the points because I don't, the gifts be stuff I don't want. Ulta, this is what I got from Ulta. It was in an enclosed case. And I asked her if I could look at it, but they were like Velcroed on, not this one in particular, but the display. And so I said, and it's Murad. So I'm like, oh, that's a brand I'm familiar with. And so I said, well, what is that? And she said it was a vitamin C moisturizer. And I'm like, oh, I do like some of your red. I'll try it, y'all. This is not a regular moisturizer. Thank you for the gift. It came and went so quick. What was that? Oh, a makeup brush. Thank you, Grace. This is not a regular moisturizer, nor is it a vitamin C moisturizer. This says Rapid Dark Spot Correcting Serum. But I'm going to use it. I'm going to try it right here because this has been getting darker and darker, and I don't know why. In that case, I would like to see a full glam bronze eye look with gold. Okay, let me write that down. Hold on a second. So I was just like, it says supposed to reduce dark spots in 2 weeks. To use AM and PM after cleansing, massage evenly all over face, neck, and chest using sunscreen. So I was just like, because I thought it was a regular moisturizer, and she told me it was. So I'm like, okay, when I got in the car and looked at it, she didn't even know what the damn thing was. And so this is what it looks like. And I thought it was their vitamin C serum because theirs has this orange packaging. What an orange, you know. I'd rather them give points. But I did get the 250 points from Sephora. So we're going to sit that aside. My nose is a little runny. Okay, let me write that down. And then we're going to get started with the look. Skinny Queen. And you know I got rid of my bronze palette, but I do have some bronze shades. I definitely have bronze shades. Today is the 18th. Because I do write down the dates of the requests. Skinny Queen. Yeah, my anxiety through the roof about this situation. What I'll say is try not to feel anxious because it has nothing to do with you. And the situation is what it is, and the situation is already over. So, you know, try not to feel anxious about it. It's iffy whether it's bad, but it has nothing to do with none of y'all. It has to do with somebody else. You just got an ad for hair loss. I'm not bald. I just have short gray. Okay, let me back up and write this down. Full glam. This notebook is so handy. Full glam bronze eye look. I kind of feel that's almost like the one we just did when I combined Tanya's and KK's requests. Tanya wanted the Patti LaBelle look. All of her looks are glam looks, and she always wears lashes. And Kay wanted a full glam look. She didn't specify color story. And so I'm like, you know what? Those are similar looks. And also Tanya had requested a Thanksgiving look. And when I Googled it, it was all like orangey brown type tones. And so that's why I just combined all three into one. Glam bronze eye look with gold accents. And the dark red lip. Do I have a dark red lip? I know I have, excuse me. I did just guzzle my 40 ounces of water. And two sips of Mountain Dew. Excuse me, Bruce is acting up. I have a regular red, but we'll move on and then we'll come back to it. This is more like a burgundy red. This is a bright red, and you said a deep red. But we'll ooh. Even though it's kind of like purplish. We'll probably use that one. So Skinny Queen, when we do on Sunday, when you see what palettes I have, if you want a particular palette for that request, just let me know. And that's the reason that I want y'all to see the palettes that I'll have going into 2026. So that you will, because I know I got rid of a bunch of stuff. And so that'll be a good time to make requests if it's just like a certain palette. So let me do the intro. I didn't even do my base face. Hello and welcome. Handy dandy notebook. Yep. What I really like is that the YouTube swag was practical stuff. I did use the cooler. You see I'm using a notebook and a pen. The only thing I'm not using is the whiteboard because I just have nowhere to put it. And they sent a nice light, but I don't have anywhere to sit it where it can be seen. You want the liner too? Okay, let me write that down. cat eyeliner and cat eyeliner. Cat eyeliner confuses me because when I Google it, it's not always the same. So I'm just like, so which is it? And so it might be one of those things that's just objective. Like, I don't know. Bruce is loose. Like a swoosh with a point. That's kind of what well, I've worked hard not to have that accidental swoosh. I worked hard not to have that accidental swoosh. Yes, ma'am, YouTube. Yeah, practical goodies. Yeah. And the blanket, that blanket that they sent, it has a zipper. So I'm like, am I supposed to stuff it with something? And even though it feels really thin, that thing is warm. Whatever material that is. So that stays on my sofa because I do always keep, like, in the summertime, I keep a sheet over there. In the winter, I keep like a little throw blanket over there. I was going to do the intro. Hello, welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy is knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Wear whatever brand, use whatever tool, use whatever technique you want to use to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here, as y'all know, because y'all been here for a minute, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. I use that blanket like a bag sometimes. Were you a part of the YouTube community program, Skinny Queen? Because that's where it came from. They would give us challenges, and when we would complete the challenge, we submit the form, and they would send us the swag. This side is trying to be a little darker too, but this side has definitely been getting darker lately. So for those who are new that just came in, okay, that's when I got into vertical lives, because that was one of the challenges. But then when I saw that it was helping my channel, I'm like, okay, I'll just keep doing it, because I feel like I'm in this little tiny space, like literally. And when I show palettes, sometimes I have to lean back to like show the whole thing. But it has helped my channel doing vertical lives. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just deal with it. What are we doing? And when we had to do the shorts challenge, I was already doing a bunch of shorts. I was doing like, it ended up being 3 a day sometimes. Well, no. Some days it was 3 a day. No, 2, because I would do a look and then I would do a short of a look, like after the live stream, and then YouTube started doing live stream highlights, and so that would be like 2 shorts in a day. And if I did a look that I posted, well, when a video would air, I would put the short on Instagram and on YouTube. And so they only counted, the 1 a day, and we were to do 4 a week. And I was hoping like they would all count. And so I had asked her, like, do they all count, or does it have to be like just 1 4 times a week? And she said, yeah. And y'all, this is what I'm saying too when I say how people give you suggestions on stuff, and it's just like, okay, that's not relevant for me. She suggested that I space them out. And I'm like, so I explained to her, I said, well, when I do a live stream, I do a short of that live stream, and then YouTube does the YouTube highlight, the live stream highlight. So that's 2. And if I do a look when the video airs, I put that on, Instagram and on here on YouTube. And so it's not, I'm like, it's nowhere to space it, because then it would just end up being more on another day. Laughing Disco. Oh, Suki. Thank you. And thanks for the hearts. We love to do our true and creative selves in this bitch. That's right. And so, she was trying to tell me blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that ain't going to work for me. My skin right here, where it was yellow, it did peel. I don't know what the hell that was. And when I touched it earlier, I was debating on whether or not to put concealer on it because the skin is broken. And I did just put this on it and it is kind of burning a little bit. So my skin is broken right here. And I don't even know where that thing came from in that spot on my nose. This thing that's right there. I was like, where did it come from? Thank you y'all for being here because I had a house guest and I'm like, damn it. So that's why I moved the live back. Oh, you know what? That's why you're home, Janessa. Because it was 9 o'clock. I like it when you're home because I'd be like, damn, she'll always be at work. I do appreciate it though that you're still here, but I just be like, because I know I want to go home. Orange like a Oompa Loompa. I mean, yellow. What's yellow like a Oompa Loompa? I didn't even see the laughing disco. I just saw the notification. Oh, thank you, Locke. Y'all have been so generous with these gifts lately. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Locke, so much. I really appreciate that. I really do. I was going to say something. Oh, her name is Maria. She's a POC person. What is her channel? You know what I just realized? It's been less Thursday around her lately. Yes. Yeah, it's been, the not so good trolls have been very subtle. Excuse me. So there have still been people being removed by Janet or Janessa, but it has been very mild. I feel like I'm yelling. I didn't even pop up on my screen, and I wanted to see a laughing disco. I didn't see it either. But it told me it was there. Because usually, even if I'm looking in the mirror here, out of my peripheral vision, I'll see like something pop up. Just like when I'll be like, oh, I see hearts, thank you, but I'm not looking at the hearts. Let's go ahead and put this powder on. Y'all, this powder is almost done. This powder's almost done. Y'all, I be going through this powder. Look at this. This is it. This it has a 24-month PAO. Oh, I see that one. Oh, that look kind of scary. Yeah, not scary. That looks scary. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear is right. That's how I feel I be looking sometimes. I be like... Whew. I haven't even eaten yet, y'all, today. I had... Yeah, that one lasted. Because sometimes they're quick. Oh, thank you, Skinny Queen. Oh, Maria, what is her channel? Makeup Maria. If I remember. Thank you, Skinny Queen. If I remember, I will post. I'm finally back to watching beauty content on YouTube. She was talking about we do love trolls, the good trolls, the us kind of trolls. She was talking about how and she watched Jaclyn Hill's video. I don't watch any of Jaclyn's videos, but she had watched Jaclyn Hill's video, and I think it was on TikTok or something. And Jaclyn, now this is all hearsay because I didn't watch it, that she was complaining that, you know, she doesn't, like the algorithm isn't pushing her videos and blah, blah, blah. And Maria was saying part of that might be because she started switching her content. And she said when Jaclyn had asked in a video, like, what y'all want to see from me, she said a lot of the comments were, we miss when you did makeup reviews, we miss when you did makeup tutorials, because she switched to just doing other stuff. And so Maria was like, well, that's part of it. It's like you want to do other stuff, but your audience grew because of, that's like if I switched to book reviews, y'all would be like, girl, I have been reading more lately, which is great. And then she was saying that Robert Walsh, and I did see the thumbnail for his when he was talking about the same thing. And he was saying nobody wants to see makeup tutorials. I'm like, hell yeah, we do. And his thumbnail does have Jacqueline like in the thumbnail and stuff like that. But I didn't watch it. And after listening to Maria, I'm not gonna watch it because you ain't gonna tell me people don't want to see makeup tutorials. Because I'm like, yeah, they do. I am hoping that they'll become popular again. They are a lot less popular, but people still do want to see them. Um, and then the Instagram thing. I think TikTok really messed a lot of people up because people their attention span has gotten so short. I'm like, you're an adult here. Like you can watch something for 20 minutes. Like deep level 10 randomly. She was bragging about this extravagant Thanksgiving. She's like, bye, girl. You know what I mean? And you know what? I never really did watch her. It was just something about her that I was just like, I never felt that she was being genuine. And so I was just like, and then even when her brand came out and there was issues with the brand and then the lies, I'm just like, I'm glad I never watch her because I'm just like, what the, nah. And you know what? A lot of people still support her. And I'm like, just like a lot of people support 45, 47. It's just like, are y'all crazy? But anyway, as Grace says, to each their own. But I've never, the most of her videos I've seen is when Jen Loves would show a clip of something and talk about something. Because I'm not watching her. Um, so kudos to you, Michelle. That could be a reaction video for you. And she said that's what Robert was saying. With I have an itch right here, and I forgot I put bronzer on this brush. And Robert was saying, people want reaction videos and blah 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 blah. I'm just like, I don't really watch the reaction stuff because you know what? I can form my own opinion. So like, what? Oh my gosh, randomly, a size guy. This might be bold for this look. Hello, she is creative. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, nappy headed jojoba. She would say her outro and then say, and never trust anyone with a Morphe code. I would be like, oh, okay. And I never really purchased, the only thing I purchased from Morphe was an eyeliner brush from TJ Maxx or Marshalls for $2.99. It was, I'm not into cancel culture and all of that, but it was just, I don't know. I just didn't feel good about it. And even though it's a brand, it was just, I just never got on that train. I'm not saying their products aren't good. Janessa purchased some stuff recently, their new stuff, the palettes that look like they want to be the connecting color stuff like MAC has. And Janessa did a video and she said the products are good. The formula is good, but I still, thanks, but no thanks. But that's just me. And so, I'm looking at the blush. More blush. Where Tanya at? Yeah, actually, I cut my hair earlier today. My goal is to cut it every 3 weeks. By random, we chose raw amber. I'm going to do a Morphe Get Ready With Me is on my list, says Janessa. I'm sure it'll be nice. Their brushes look nice. When I went to get my birthday gift, my born day gift, I had to wait in line. It was like 10 people in line. And I'm like, but you know what? The line was moving quick. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. Why did I just put highlighter up here? I don't know what I was thinking this was. Finishing powder, maybe? What is wrong with me today? But the line went pretty quick. And so how the Ulta where I am is set up. When you get closer to the register and you're here and the registers are here and you're standing in line here, all the Morphe is like right here. And on the end cap was the brushes. So we're going to take volume 2, excuse me for the glare. We're going to take Soft Light. Excuse me, Bruce. Same. Excuse you, Bruce. Same brush. I purchased some of Tab Brown stuff and had some hair loss. I'm not familiar with Tab Brown. Like what? I guess it's a hair product. I don't even think I've ever heard of that. Michelle says their palettes are really good too. Y'all been hearing good things about it, but y'all know I'm picky with what I buy. And I'm like, if I haven't purchased anything from Morphe in like 20 years, I'm okay with not buying Morphe. And we're going to take Radiant Light, the one in the middle, and we're just going to put that in, I'm just like, whatever with this stuff. We're going to take Golden Bronze Light. I don't know who Donna is. I want to try their skinny little contour crayon type doodad. Yeah, I don't know what any of that is that you're... Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of that. I'm really not. So Tab Brown is Donna's recipe. That sounds kind of... Are you messing with us? Because that doesn't even make sense to me. But then a lot of stuff doesn't make sense to me. That burns it right there, like that color. Yeah, that's this one. This is subtle, but for me, like, yeah. And these are called ambient lighting palette. So they don't say that they're finishing powders or not. But I did have a full size of Radiant Light that did say finishing powder. Soft Light, I believe, is a finishing powder. I kind of want to say this one is too, but I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking of Nina because I came across another Makeup Forever spray, and I told you how the last one was spitting, and it's only up to here because she was saying she got one use out of it, and I was seeing the way it spit. I couldn't even really use it. I gotta lean all the way back because y'all now it's down to here. Yeah, she said she feels wet. Because it was kind of spitting. She said she got one use out of it, and if I spray two or three more sprays, which I won't because I dropped it, and I don't see where one is probably under that stool. I'm gonna pat that in because this, and it's not even enough. Number one, the way it sprays, and number two, because there's so little in there. Is that sample supposed to entice somebody to actually turn around and buy the product? No. Your hair is picky. Okay. As you can see, I don't need to do much with my hair. And also, this is a makeup channel, but everyone is welcome. Whew. All right, so that was pretty quick. My under eyes are looking... Yeah, they could at least put enough in there to get a couple uses out of it. Or like Scandinavia, their free gift with their travel size freebies that they give you for their spray is 0.33 ounces. No, it's not. 0.66 ounces. This will be their freebie. One of their sprays in this size. But that little doohickey, I'm like, y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all have got to be kidding me. So we want to prime the eyes and then get into this look. And I'm looking at these colors like... You used to watch Tabitha Brown? I was wondering if Tab Brown was Tabitha Brown, because Tabitha Brown sounds familiar, but I don't think I really watched her. Oh, let me do my interims first. We have our 3 eyeliner pencils. These are all... No, these 2 are... Are they all Vivid Rich? Oh, all 3 are Vivid Rich. The top one is Amber Stunner. The one in the middle is Smoking Topaz. We're going to put Smoking Topaz on the inner rims, and this one is Truffle Diamond. We're going to put this on the lower lash line, and we're just going to put this on the first part. What did I just say I was going to do? Okay, inner rims. You need to learn how to do makeup for the new year. I do have quite a few beginners videos. I have a playlist, a beginner / how-to playlist, and so feel free to subscribe, number one. But feel free to check out that playlist. And I'll probably do more next year. Well, I'm sure I will. And I do put the year Because some of my playlists, once I started putting the year, some are like 2021 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, then 2025. Because I didn't want my playlist to be like huge, because some videos I've seen at the end cap, it'll say something like, see, that light just went out. It wasn't even on that long. One of their end cap videos, well, playlists, it'll be, first impressions. And it might be like 90 something videos in there. And I'm like, okay, so what's recent though? And so that's why I do put the year. And so if this beginner how to is just 2025, depending on how many videos are in there, yeah, I poked myself in the eye. Depending on how many videos in there, I might just do a separate one for 2026. If it's not that many in there, I'll do 2025-2026. Because I do want people to see, more recent stuff. But I'm just like, okay, you got 90 something videos in there? Like, that's a lot. I've never seen this liner. Yeah, these are NYX, and you can get these from the NYX website. They're also sold at Ulta, and they're sold in drugstores, depending on where you are, meaning if you're in the United States or not. Giving me single job. I'm gonna try to film this weekend. Janessa, you've been doing amazing with all the content you've been doing lately. I'll be in a wake up and I'll see a notification, and that's is live. So I'll click on that. And if I do fall asleep during it, I'll, replay it when I'm up and functional. But yeah, you've been doing a lot of content. You did say that was your goal, and you have, I think, exceeded your goal. But it's very exciting. Have anyone? I don't like Odin's Eye formula. I don't like their shimmer formula, their metallic formula. And I know some people love it. It's just a preference thing. Do we think they're going to bring it back? I have no idea. We started planning out Best of Beauty for 2025. And I don't even do videos like that because I don't have enough stuff to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, oh, all the palettes, I'm ranking all the palettes I used in 2025, and it'll be like 200 palettes, or it don't be that many, I'm exaggerating. But I don't have, something I used a month ago, I might have decluttered already. So it's just like certain content you will not see here. And if you're missing, they have lost the plot. Sephora's foundation sample cards are really. When I get those sample cards, whether it's like Makeup Forever or City Beauty or any of those places, because they're all just little drops. And why the hell do they send the sample card with concealer and it's flat? So when you open it, you just got to kind of scrape, and it ain't even enough to even like do your under eye or anything like that. But what I do is, what they're handy for me is when I did that class, that's what I took. I'm like, y'all could take these and practice with these. And this one lady was serious, y'all. When we were packing up to leave, she was like, you told me I could keep those. I'm like, yeah. I was kind of shook it. Like, she was. And she wasn't aggressive, but she's like, you said I could keep them. I'm like, here, okay. Oh my gosh, because she's the one I did color matching for. And so I had told her, you can keep these just to play around with just mixing colors. But she was serious. You said I can keep those. I'm like, yeah. I don't want no problems. I was like, damn. Hey, Nina. I dropped it and can't find it. I think it's under my footstool under here. I had another mini Makeup Forever spray, and I had to lean way back because it was still spitting. And you're right, it was a little more than halfway full. And the sprays I did, it was like just a tiny bit at the bottom. And I'm like, how is that supposed to entice anybody to buy it if it's not enough to use it? And then I showed Scandinavia's free travel size that they give, and it's 0.66 ounces, and it's a nice size bottle. So I was just like, Makeup Forever. I won't be buying that. Are we going to prime the eye? Oh, for the new people that came in. not necessarily new to the channel, but we're going to be doing another beauty face off. Natasha did face off with my grunge palettes, with some of my grungy palettes. Natasha Denona Yucca palette and Notoriously Morbid Bog Witch palette. I do have a link below for Natasha, and I do actually have a 15% off code for Notoriously Morbid down below. If you order their stuff, if you don't know now, you know you're gonna wait a while. And so these are what they both look like. And so, some I don't know. But we're going to see, because I was curious, and I said, you know what? They're going to be a witness. Me working out my curiosity with these. Okay, thank you, Nina. I appreciate that. You watch 3 pages of the lies. Yeah, her lashes be nice. Your favorite lashes. I actually am. Skinny Queen, that's mean. That is mean. There's like hundreds of thousands of people that do makeup here on YouTube, and everybody that does makeup here on YouTube are not professionals. You like the gold and the Notoriously Morbid palette. Excuse me for smacking. Yeah, that was mean, Skinny Queen. Right, you would know. You were traumatized when you went to the channel where a man was doing makeup while cussing out the viewers. Oh. There are some male makeup artists here on YouTube. And it's a shame that they were being mean. I just made an order and use them for us. But did you use my link though, Nina? I have a lot of links down below, and most of them are Shop My links. And what I like about the Shop My links is if the brand is having a sale or they have their own code, you'll still be able to take advantage of the sale and the code, and because you're using my link, I'll earn commission. Because sometimes with brands, when they give you a code, sometimes they do their own sales for a higher percentage off than our codes. And so it's like, thanks. And of course, I'm always for saving the most amount possible. But I like Shop My because using my link, you'll still have access to their sales, even if it's their other code. Hey, Tanya. Okay, you forgot the laughing emoji. I love their sprays. Oh my gosh. And the one I keep here at my station is the bridal one. And because when I got back into them, every order, that's when they were sending 2 samples. And so I have samples of the original. They don't send samples of the bridal one. They send samples of the original finishing spray, which is still nice. And they would send samples of the oil control primer. And so I'm like, oh, these are nice. And so I keep those in my kit. And as far as the smaller bottles, because some of them I labeled, like this one has the bridal formula in it. And so label me here, you know. And these are the travel ones, Nina. So like the little shits that Makeup Forever said, I'm like, are you serious? And so I keep, I have like one of each in my kit. And so when this runs low, I'll just refill it from the one that I have sitting here at my station. And I love their makeup remover spray too, Nina. Oh my gosh, I love that stuff. I was hoping that they would send out free samples of their new dewy one, because I am curious to try that. And I'm curious to try their oil control primer spray, no, finishing spray. But I'm like, and I don't even have dry skin. But I just like their stuff so much that I'm curious about it. And I have used their oil control primer. Y'all, I don't know if it was that or what, but my skin was, my face was locked down. But my skin was my face did feel kind of dry. And I'm not going to say it was that. It might have just been, you know, it could have been the environment or where I was or the weather. But when I would smile, like this felt like it was like cracking into pieces. But it didn't look like it though, but it just felt like it. And me being expressive, like here, it was feeling, you know, kind of dry and like it was cracking, but it still looked good. I mean, it didn't look like it was cracking. That's why I was tripping myself out. Like, why do I want to try their oil control? I said oil funny. Oil oil control primer when I don't even have oily skin. And I think I'm trying to tell myself I want to try it so that I can try it for science. And if I like it, use it for clients. Oh, try it for science, use it for clients. Ow! Y'all, I need to make a record. That was your first order. Hey, Tanya. I thought about you earlier when I put this blush on. What did Dion say about your recent haul? I forgot to go check. Who's recent haul? Because y'all be shopping. I did, but I don't know if it successfully went through PayPal. It was funny. Yeah, that's true. Well, thank you, though. Tanya saying hi, everybody. Hey, Alexandria. PayPal be acting a little funny. Yeah, they do. All this tech stuff. It works. It works well until it doesn't. Hi, I'm Dion. I'm a label whore. Yeah, I am. I'm a label whore. I'm a Penzies whore. I'm a brush hoe. I used to be a chapstick hoe till City Beauty started sending me their lip oils. Now I'm a lip oil hoe. But their stuff is expensive. So maybe when I run out of all of it, I might go back to You know what? It's hard to go back though. I doubt I would go back to chapstick. I would just wait for a sale because once I get used to something, I'm like, that's what I want. You know? Which makeup remover is best? It depends. Some people like cleansing balms. I don't. And so I can't say like what would be best for you because it's just based on preference. I use Neutrogena wipes and the Scandinavia makeup remover spray. I use those in conjunction with each other. Some people do cleansing balms and then they'll use a Neutrogena wipe or another kind of wipe or a different kind of cleansing oil. So I don't have an answer, unfortunately. Yes, I am. I admit to being all the hoes. Hi, Alex and Tanya and anyone I may have missed. Nina, you've been a member for 12 months. I really like when they do those notices. I like Bombs to Remove Makeup at Clinique or Elf. Yeah, that's an extra step for me. Because I feel like I'm doing all of that, and then I still have to go in with a wipe to remove my eyeliner, especially for my inner rooms, and then I wash my face. So that's just an extra step. So if I got to use a wipe, I'll just use it with the spray and then just wash it. Bars. Tanya was saying in a recent video she can't wait for your reaction to one of her hauls. I just started back watching makeup content. I got a lot of stuff to catch on. I'll be seeing the thumbnails though. Alexandra used micellar water and then water. Okay, let me just I'll keep that. Tanya, oh yeah, all my seasons are Penzies except 2. One is one, and that's chopped onion. Because I was using the Penzies one, and it comes in a jar like this. Y'all, I went through that jar in like 3 weeks. I'm like, oh hell no, not for that price. And so I went to BJ's and got the big one for like $9. Yo, that chopped onion went too fast. I was just like, Now let me get with this, Alex. My defense, I purchased gifts for friends. Yeah, during sales. At least you shop the sales. Some people just be. Whoosh. Janessa uses the Blend Bunny Unveil Cleansing Balm. All right, let me get to this look. I bought some palettes from Inslee Rain. They had a great sale. I got the Glow palette and the Wolf Moon and some glosses. That is a good haul. That is a good haul. All right, I'm looking at these colors. So Natasha Denona Yucca palette or Yucca palette, and Notoriously Morbid Bog, which is what we're using. We're gonna see. I really wanted the logging palette, but not yet. Everyone's just not noticing time, even though she's been here commenting for 8 minutes. Excuse me. Joey's biting the. You got like word 6 and shadows coat from my recently. All right, let me start with this look. So this is the first. Oh my gosh. Oh man, feel free to say what you think is what anytime. I have been trying to think of for next year, like what stuff to use for a beauty battle, because we are going to do at least one beauty battle where it's going to be a giveaway. where the prize will be one of the palettes, of course, a new one, and not mine. So it won't be like a lethal BYOP because I ain't buying all them damn shadows. uh, and so I'm kind of limited because y'all know I think I have like 12 brands, and I'm down to 42, soon to be 44 palettes. And so, but we'll see. This is the same energy as when you're going to start swatching. Yeah, I had mentioned it in a live stream the other night because it was one of those random thoughts I had. And so I asked, like, what do y'all think? And they were like, that's a cool idea. That's really great. And so, yeah, I think it'll be fun. But I said it won't be like when I did the Mario Moonlight palette against the Elf Truffle palette. Y'all, the looks was almost identical. And I wouldn't do that, though. I wouldn't do like a $3 palette. The formula, I do really like the bite-sized formulas. From Elf, but I wouldn't do that, even though the formula is really good and the looks were identical. So if you just want a smoky look, and that video is in my beauty battle playlist, which is listed down below. But I was like, wow, like this is insane. These are close. Question mark. It'll be 44 once I refresh. Once I refresh a few palettes, which will happen on Sunday. So when we do the members live stream Sunday, it'll be with the refreshed ones. And the reason why the number is going to go up is because some of my Natasha I mixed with Retro Glam. And so now that I have them individual again, that's why the number is going to go up. And I've been asking myself, am I going to mix them again? And I tell myself I'm not, because it'll be easier just to be like, okay, this is Retro Glam, this is that shade, blah, 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 blah. This is this palette, that's that shade. And for the Beauty Face Off giveaway, I was thinking, I think it would be cool to give away a Notoriously Morbid palette, but them things take so freaking long to ship. Like I would have to order it like 3 months ahead of time to make sure I have it. But then, I don't know. I want something where I can just go get it. Either Ulta, Sephora, something like that. So our second shade, ooh. Oh, damn. Whose idea was this? Yeah, Bog Witch. So you think you already know. So what do you think you know? This is my left side. And the last live stream when I did the beauty battle, y'all said this was the left side for y'all as well, because sometimes it flips. I don't know if it's a video versus live stream thing. Somebody said, what's your favorite Notoriously Morbid palette? But they deleted it right away, so I'm saying for them. Oh, they could have kept it. I actually don't have a favorite. I would say Mothman, but I'm hoping they re-released that. That was my gateway to the brand, and maybe that's why. And the packaging was amazing. I probably will. They were on my no-fly list because of pre-order drop. Oh. So is this your left also? This is my left. Is that your left also? I think I think I zoned out. All right. So is this your left also? This is my left. I'm looking at these colors like, who thought this up? Like, what the hell? My left? Okay. So you think this is really morbid? So you think that's Natasha? Okay. Yes, it out left. I guess you're our left. Okay. Whose idea was this? Because I'm looking at here like I was really curious though, so I said, you know what, they're gonna come along for my journey, me figuring out like, can I get the same look from both of these palettes? And as I said, excuse me for smacking, this will be sprayed down afterwards so that when Michelle buys it, all I gotta do is pack it up. So this is what we're looking like so far. Y'all, but both of these color stories are beautiful. You're with Nina on this one, pronounced the Skinny Queen. They are similar, yeah. Not my idea. Oh man, damn. Michelle was being a good girl. Like, oh shit. Don't encourage this behavior. And the thing is, I know you would use it, so that makes a difference too. Like, I know I don't believe you're a hoarder. I'll just say that. And so I just want stuff to be used and to be loved. This is nice. This is nice. And it's coming together nicely. This the gold with the greens. Okay, I'm looking to see what's left. I realize too when we do these face-offs, I do tend to use less shadows, and I think because I'm trying to match them up. Gold and green look like money, baby. That's right. We ain't no broke hole. I'm tripping. Wow. Mm. Wow. Both of these are nice though. I can say that. And there is a reason why I like both of these palettes. These are my color stories. This is my color story. This one is bright. Oh. Um I'm tripping. We might be broke, but we have pretty makeup. We ain't going broke over makeup. That's something we are not going to do, okay? We are not going to go broke for makeup. I've really been liking this brush. Of course, it's the Esom V27. For when I do like this area, because I can just put it, as you see, like on the line and then feather upward. And so it does give me a straight line. What the test is how the shape is going to come out. Because sometimes this has a nice point and then this side will be round. I'm like, who did that side? Who did that side? I did. The troll in me did. See, look at it. And this is the shape I usually go for. But keep hope alive. Sometimes it just be coming out different. These blend so nice. This is nice. I see primer over here, so we are going to bring this out and up. Janice's, was it her live yesterday? Yeah, her live yesterday. And she did a different shape with her eyeshadow, and it was nice. And I felt bad, y'all. She was so frustrated with the lighting, but I promise you, it didn't look that bad on my side of the screen. It really didn't. And I had you on my big screen. I have a 65-inch TV. It looked good. But I know how it is, though. Like, sometimes I'm thinking something is really like, oh my gosh, like, this is horrible. And then when I watch it back, I'm like, it ain't that bad. Yeah, and it was in your voice. Like, you were like super uber frustrated. And sometimes I get that way too. And I try and talk myself down off the ledge because I tell myself, as bad as it is on my end, y'all be like, no, it's okay. And I'd be like, are they just trying to be nice, or like, do they really mean that it's okay? But it really was not that bad. It looked like the center of your face was highlighted, but that's the look that people do anyway. But as far as like your eyeshadow, your blush, everything else, your bronzers, like everything else was showing up. It showed up really nice. It was a beautiful look. No, but she was like, I gotta go. I was like, oh. But yeah, the look was beautiful. So what you were seeing was not what was coming through on my TV. That's a nice point. This seems to be a little more rounded up here. And I don't know if I want to mess with it because at least they, oh shit. Did I say I cursed? I did not. Michelle, you're supposed to remind me. Did I? Did I talk about Bruce? I feel like we all know we can be honest with you, Dion. Personally, don't try to hurt your feelings since you have thick skin. So I tell you, shit, my skin is like, bitch, what? I mean, not you, bitch. I'm just like, I mean, that came out wrong. Not calling you a bitch. But I just be like, I'm so sorry. Y'all didn't mean that to come out that way. You have encouraged it. I thought I did. But did I say that in my intro? My intro, the tidbits I say after my intro is two things about me. Sometimes I curse because I curse. And, no, I didn't say it. And the second thing is there's an organism named Bruce that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. And so that's why earlier I was like, excuse you, Bruce. Petty. Yeah, I forgot. I'm like, did I say that? I do the intro. And I know it makes you laugh, Michelle. Like if I don't say that for the intro, and then in the video I'll curse and be like, "Oh, I ain't do the intro." No, people be like, "What does that got to do with her cursing?" But y'all know. I done messed up. I got a little bubble right here now. But we are gonna put another. Yo, I like the shapes. Why does it feel like something itching right there? We just did that side. Okay, so I'm keeping my brushes separate. This side is a little further up. So we're going to take this brush with the middle shade and just feather lightly just to bring this up. So when I was commenting to Maria's video, I said, I do tutorials like all the time. And even if it's not like an official tutorial, like I told her, I explained like why I'm doing what I'm doing usually. And more so in live streams because someone will say, well, what is that? Or, such and such. And so I do feel like I explain more in live streams, which is not an issue at all. These do not have any color on them. We're just going to blend this top line a little bit before we put another shade up here. And of course, I love to teach, and not that I consider it teaching, but when somebody asks a question, I realize, okay, I need to explain more or say, or be more aware to be like, this is this brand, that's brand. Because like y'all know I use the Fenty primer, y'all know I use MAC Paint Pot. But I try to be conscious of saying more, like what the name of what I'm using is. Not that it matters, because you can, use whatever for eye primers or brushes. And so that's why I don't really say what brushes. But I do feel like I always say in Janessa's live, yeah, I do feel like I say, this is an Esom V27. And so is this one. This is the newer one. And the bristles are angled and the black handle. And these are the older ones. The bristles aren't angled and it's silver. So I do feel like I'm always talking about the Esom brushes. I love them brushes. I was wondering if I wanted to do another brush declutter. These two I don't like. These are Sigma's foundation brushes, F48. They're just so, number one, I do squeeze, like once I wash it, I'll hold the ferrule and then just kind of like squeeze the soap and water out. But you see how long this is. This one is just like, and the other one has a stain in the middle that I cannot get out. And so I think I might use those for powder products. But they're wonderful for cream products. It's just such a hassle for me to clean because the bristles are so short and it is densely packed. I'm looking at this line. All right, let's get this other shade up here and then I might come back to that. I've been loving colorful foundations. That's another project thing. You have a lot of great ideas. Is this brush dirty? Y'all, they've been staining. And I've been giving them extra attention. I just saw this over there. Like, did I just use that? And I didn't, because we didn't use anything that color. Dennis, I was shook when I watched the replay in the beginning. You were serving Pinkalicious. The inner corner is so damn pretty on the right. That's a bold shade. I need to blend that some more. Let me take that second brush, that second shade, and just place it on the gold and then go that way. Because sometimes, like now, I'll just go back and forth. I like that better. Okay. Transition shade, which is actually brow bone shade. Yucca is on my right side, says Janet. And 2 people guessed that this was Notoriously Morbid. So all 3 of y'all so far, y'all on the same page. And I ain't saying nothing. Well, damn, Bruce. Like, for real? He is so obnoxious. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I am going to go in very small circular motions because I'm not liking this blend. See, like, this is okay, but like right here, that line is sharp. Bruce says, what up, Skinny Queen? Thank you for the hearts. Like this, it looks fine, but when I look straight, it looks harsh, like right there. Let me take that brush and just try to feather that. Okay. Oh, that looks better. That looks a lot better. I like it. I like it. So we are almost done, y'all. We got lower lash line to do. I think I want to put that's going to punk it out if I put a bright yellow on my upper lash line. Shit. Do I want to do basic? And do a black? Am I really going to do a black? Did I bump my head? Okay, this shade, I think. She's cute, I love it. Punk her out, but it's supposed to be a grunge look, though. And that was my first thought, like put a bright yellow. Well, the yellow is bright. Man, I thought about Sandy again today because when I was catching up on Grace's eyeshadow declutter video, one of the 3, she showed Banana Boom. And for some reason, I thought I had sent that to Sandy. But then when I thought about it, I had 2, because I had ordered 2 mystery bags. And so those, I had like 2 Banana Booms and 2 of something else. And I think I might have just been like, pick which one you want. And so Grace got Banana Boom and Sarah got the, damn it. Sandy got the other one. But I was thinking Sandy had Banana Boom, but Grace has Banana Boom. I don't know, Nina. And I try not to think about it because like now I'm starting to feel sad because it's been a hell of a long time. It's been long, and I've sent emails, I've sent messages, I sent a card in the mail, and nothing. And she would always get back to me like within a day. So I'm just, it's been a hell of a long time. And every time I think of her, still I get sad. Y'all, I like these. All right, lower lash line. Damn, it ain't nothing else that yeah, I agree. Thank you. But yeah, I just grazed my eyeball with this brush. I'm looking at these colors. This color is so light, like it's not showing up really. And you're like, girl, you did put a dark shade under there. I know. I made 2 batches of chili last night because I'd asked my neighbor if she wanted chili or sauce. Because I already took out a pack of, I just smeared all of that fallout. You see this? I didn't realize there was that much there. When I went like this, it's like a whole patch. What the hell? Absolutely. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle be plugging like she be plugging for real. What did I say? Only the best get to stay here. When they act up, they get booted. They get booted out. I am glad you're, excuse me for smacking. I am glad that you're here. I love it when new people come and when they speak, because some people, I'll see the numbers go up. I feel like I'm yelling. But if they don't speak, I don't know who they are. And as you can tell, like I talk to everybody. Neither me, I know I can speak. Neither me or my 14-year-old know what we're doing. Sometimes it's a wonderful thing. Because sometimes I'll be doing my makeup and I'll be like, what am I doing? I don't even know what be happening. I'll be like, am I dreaming? Like, is this happening? What's going on here? Oh, I had already took out a pouch of turkey. And I think it's like 1.33 pounds. It comes in a 3-pack at BJ's. And so I had made chili. And her and I, oh, thank you. Her and I gave her some, and she ate. I have 8-ounce freezable containers, and so I gave her 2, and she gave me the containers back the next day, and I'm like, damn, she ate both of them. I'm like, oh shit. And so I'm like, let me make some more. And meanwhile, I had gave her another chili and a sauce from in my freezer. And I told her, I said, damn, I said, you ate those quick. I'm like, I need to give her some more. Because I try to give her enough where she can eat some that day. And then, like, the next day she can have, leftovers or put it in the freezer. In the wintertime, y'all, I keep sauce and chili in my freezer as much as possible. Sometime in the summer, too, because it's just a quick meal. Thaws out in the day. Did I just put this on both sides under my eye? Did I just have was I just putting stuff over here? I think I did. But then I don't know. And so I took another pouch of turkey out the freezer. And surprisingly, oh damn, Skinny Queen, I did. When I take out a pouch of beef, ground beef, it takes like 2.5 days to thaw. That ground turkey thawed out in a day. And it is a lighter meat. Thank you for I saw something. I don't know if it was a heart or a star. And so then I thought, you know what, let me just make a double batch. I intended to make one of each, one chili and one sauce, but I used my stock pot for both of them. So I'm like, damn, Nina. And I felt like I did. I'm like, because I saw the brush for this eye sitting here, and I'm like, thank you for the heart. And I'm just like, I just was over here. Like, we're going to take mood light, because that'll cover this up. You made me some chamomile tea and dessert. What did you have for dessert? And so I took out another pouch of turkey. And so I texted her. See, that covered that right up. This is shimmery. Shimmery! So I texted her. I said, sauce or chili? She said, sauce, please. So I made 2 batches of sauce. And I gave her 5. And because I thought it was going to be like equal amounts. But then when I went to package up what was left, I had like 8. I'm like, oh. So I texted her. I said, would you like another sauce? Because I got a lot. She was like, no, this is fine. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, so I left 2 sauces out because I was going to have some today and tomorrow. But then my house guests, I gave them the 2 sauces that was in the refrigerator. Yeah, I'm fake mad. That's looking hella bright. Ooh. Girl, you look good. I don't want to punk out I don't want to punk it out because it's supposed to be a grungy look. Dubai chocolate pistachio. I like chocolate and I like pistachio. Ooh. And I have not had Dubai chocolate. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Um, hmm. I'm gonna do a brown. So we're gonna use dip down is a brown. This is Max Fluid line. And we're gonna put this on both sides. Because I wanted to stay grungy. And as much as you like grungy, Michelle, come on now. Don't even be tripping, girl. And as much as I say I like messy grunge, like every look Michelle does is messy grunge. Like that, like when I say that's where I live, I had to start saying that's where I visit. Like in my mind, I live there. But when I think about the looks I do, I feel like I'm yelling. When I think about the looks I do, very few are messy grunge. Put that brush down. Now take this brush for this side. Yeah, Michelle, you funny. Christ with nut allergies. What? Oh, because of the pistachio. Pistachio is my favorite nut. Y'all, when they started coming out with almond milk, cashew milk, whatever other kind of milk, people was like, why are you buying that nut juice? And not me, but I would hear people say, so-and-so buying nut juice. And I'm like, y'all know where my mind be going. I'm like, it actually is nut juice, though. It's juice it's milk from a nut. So it would have been like buying nut milk, but that sounds even worse because sometimes it do look milky. I'm sorry, but y'all know me by now. So she is creative. Yeah, I be going off like that. I do work in the alternative community, so it's like nothing is off limits. And so I do try to you know what I mean? But sometimes I forget. And I just, yeah, so I'm like, nut juice do sound better than nut milk. All right, so I blew that down a little bit. I don't quite like you drink oat milk. I don't like how this came in like right here. So I'm just using this brush with no shadow just to kind of take this point off. I cannot drink any kind of milk at all anymore. I haven't had milk since probably 2002. I am lactose intolerant, but whole milk would tear my stomach up, so I was drinking 2%. That was fine. I don't like how that look either. Where's Mood Light? I'm gonna take Mood Light again. And so after time went by, this was in 2001 or 2002, even the 2% milk started bothering my stomach. So I'm like, okay, I'll just drink 1% milk. We're only putting it here because we did the other side, and it is looking like a highlight. So I'm like, okay, I'll just drink 1% milk. After a few months, that started messing with my stomach. I'm just like, damn. So then I started drinking fat-free milk. After a few months, that started bothering my stomach. So then I'm like, okay, let me try the almond milk. I'm like, oh, this is good. And I tried the cashew milk. Oh, that's good. There was a cashew almond milk. I tried that. Tore my stomach up. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I don't drink no kind of milk anymore. I can eat hard cheeses though. But if it's like a creamy cheese, because of the milk factor. But yeah, so I haven't had milk since like 2021 or 2022. And I was pissed because I was on a Raisin Bran Crunch kick. And they were on sale. So I had like 4 boxes of Raisin Bran Crunch. And I'm like, I can't eat. So I gave it away. I don't want to use this brush. I want to use the MAC 210. Y'all was upset because y'all even in 2001, 2002, cereal was like 4 something a box. But it was on sale. So they were like 2 for $5 or something like that. And that's why I bought 4. But I had to give them all away. If it was Fruit Loops, I would have kept it because you can just eat that dry as a snack. But I'm like, you can't do not Raisin Bran Crunch. Regular Raisin Bran I didn't like because it was so freaking soggy. But the Crunch, Raisin Bran Crunch, I used to love that stuff. You have to get dairy-free ice cream, non-dairy creamer. But you know what, Nina? Even dairy-free stuff sometimes bothers my stomach. And so it has to be something else in the dairy-free stuff Because I'm like, there's no milk in here. Like, why am I having an issue? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I can't even do that. And I remember as a teenager, my mom used to buy Lactaid, which is lactose-free milk. So it's not milk. That tore my stomach up. I'm like, what the hell? This is supposed to be a milk substitute. And y'all, my system is all sorts of wacky. And so I'm like, if it's going to be tore up, I'll just drink the 2% milk, like growing up. But then, as I told y'all, as I got older, and I do think some of it, well, I think it's a combination of things. And we talked about before how food is not the same type of food that it was 20, 30, 40 years ago. So part of it is, I think, whatever those cows are eating, it's not the same. And we know the soil is depleted of nutrients and proteins and stuff. So food is different, number one. And number two, I know my system has changed also. So I think part of it is my system, and part of it is food just isn't really food anymore. They have a channel on here on YouTube. I forget what it's called, but it'll say, chicken from these 9 restaurants are not chicken. And they were showing like how they were making their chicken now, or, extra products they were putting in it. But they were like, that chicken ain't all chicken. Just learn to live without substitute. Yup, live without. Used to drink flax milk when you were vegan, says Janet. Oat milk works. Yeah, could be hereditary because my parents. My dad can do milk, but he doesn't because he's a vegan. Or is he not? He doesn't eat meat, but he eats fish. His wife, she doesn't eat meat or fish. So whichever one of those are. So he doesn't do milk. My mom, she was seriously like lactose intolerant. Y'all, this one time, I forgot about this till just now. She was in the bathroom. She ate something that was messing with her stomach. So she was in the bathroom, sitting doing her business. She passed out. And we had those old-time radiators, the one that I busted the back of my head on. It was one of those in the bathroom. She fell, and she had like an L shape on her forehead from where her forehead hit the radiator. And I was like, damn. And I forget what the nerve is called. There is a nerve in that area of our body that sometimes you will, like if there's a strain or something like that, it can make you lightheaded and you can pass out from it. I forget what that nerve is called. My mom and my aunts were nurses, but I don't remember what it's called. Because one day my grandmother, when she was still here, she was going somewhere with one of my aunts, and she was like, oh my gosh, I feel dizzy. And my aunt, you're pescatarian, thank you, Janessa. Oh, thank you too, Melissa. Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm changing your name again, Michelle. And my aunt asked her, she said, do you feel like you need to have a bowel movement? So it's some muscle back there. Yeah. And so my grandmother was like, no, I don't. But then she like almost passed out. I'm just like, okay, I don't know. But yeah, it was something with that. Because she was saying her stomach was upset. And I was like, wow, that's kind of intense. I got my little wings and they are straight. They are straight today. You go, girl. Damn. This side is shorter. I'm thinking to leave it, but y'all know I'm not. Mel. Who's Mel? I'm thinking of. I'll be flashbacking. What was that show? It's an old show. It was out like when I was like a teenager, and the show was based in a diner, and she would be like, "Kiss my grits, Mel." Whoever that was, that's what I just thought about. I'd be thinking of random shit. Oh, you were quoting me. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm like, what is she saying? So I say stuff, but then I'll be like, what? So we just have our lip to do. Oh, what am I going to Alice and Flo. Yes. The show Alice. Thank you, Janessa. I should have known Janessa would know because she know all them shows. Sometimes, Janessa, when you be sharing stories about stuff, sometimes I feel so sheltered. I'd be like, I ain't never in my life heard of any of that. When you be like, do you remember such and such toy? I'm like, no. So I'm not going to say I feel like I was sheltered because I was in the streets. But I'm like, no, I don't remember that. Yeah, the show Alice. Kiss my grits, Mel. We're going to do mascara before their lip. I kind of want to do this lip because I'm on the fence about this lip. When I first got it, I liked it. It's described as matte orange brown. But the last time I wore it, I was like, So we're going to put it on today and then probably put something else on top of it because I just want to see, like, is it a keeper? And to be honest with you, I have been decluttering a lot of lippies. And I think it's because I bought that lipstick stand. And I'm like, whatever don't fit got to go. So I did purchase this a while ago because when I would go to pick up a lippy, they would all fall over. And so at least, even though they still clank and move, like I'll pick up one and 6 other ones don't fall over. And so my remaining 3 Sephoras are over here, and my MAC Caviar is over there because y'all know I ain't going to forget MAC. And my Fenty gloss is over there. This shade is number 25 Coral Sunset. Excuse me. Excuse you, Bruce. And this is from the Sephora, collection. Bruce is acting up. Off of water and a couple of sips of Mountain Dew. I kind of want to throw this away. Sometimes I think it's done, but then sometimes it does show up, and it doesn't matter if it shows up. Like sometimes it feels wet, and other times it feels dry. So I do think it's done, and it's just the travel one. And I didn't put I opened it. The PAO is April next year. So I think the PAO was 12 months for these. 6 months for these. So I just opened it. Wait a minute. That means I only opened this like a month ago? It's a 6-month PAO. And the PAO is in April. Damn, so I just opened this thing? Okay. We're going to use the Elevated Max Stack Mascara. Yeah, she really is. She is a good storyteller. But I don't know what she be talking about, though. I mean, I know it's toys or like... I am more familiar with the horror. When she talks about horror movies and shows. And I think that's one of the things that fascinates me with her vintage toy content. Because I'm like, ooh. Because it's like stuff I never heard of. Most of it I haven't heard of. And also another part of it is like she's so excited about it that I'm like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like she's entertaining, not trying to be entertaining. It's just her excitement for whatever it is. Like it comes through, and then that makes me excited just to even listen to what she's saying. But I don't be knowing what half that stuff is. I mean, I do learn what it is by her showing and talking about it, but like the other day, she was like, y'all remember in the 80s, such and such? I'm like, no, I don't remember the 80s. No, I don't. And she's younger than me, so you would think I would remember her. I'd be like, I don't remember that. But what you say is really interesting, though. Like, you're not one of them people where it's like, I wish this motherfucker shut up. You know what I mean? Like, it's enjoyable, like, listening to you. And you're very informational and informative and educational all at the same time. And it's just like, wow, like this is really cool. And also part of the fascination is like we grew up so different. And so it's like, you know, having a peek into somebody else's life and see somebody else's experiences. Did y'all know I was raised yeah. Y'all know I couch surfed for a while, so that's a whole different thing too. But I do. I really enjoy your channel, Janessa. The first time I put this up top, well, the first pass, it was with the angle down. This time I'm doing it with the angle up. So that the curve down coats the curve up, seems to separate and straighten out my lashes in the sense that they look longer. And when people say, "Oh, this mascara makes my lashes long," no, it doesn't make does not make your lashes long. Your lashes are the length they are. What the mascara can do is straighten them out and make it look like they're longer. It's an illusion. But no, that mascara did not give you long lashes. the way it coats and the way the wand brushes through lengthens your lashes, but it's not going to give you longer lashes. But, and I know it's just how people say stuff, but y'all know I'm a literal person, so I'll be like, oh, no, it didn't. We're going to put this on. Yeah, I'm not convinced. When I first got it, I liked it. I wore it a couple days ago, and I think it was just kind of too light for me. I'm on the fence because I do think this would go nice with an ethereal eyeshadow look because it's like just enough color. I don't like it. And all the ones I showed you are Notoriously Morbid, and there's my MAC lip glass air over there, and their High Drama retro matte liquid lip color. Can you mix a light with it? And I don't like that it's light already. My preferred lip color is black. So that'll help explain like why I'm looking at this like we're gonna put on a brown lip liner. Or do I want to use Club Hopper? Do I need to sharpen this one? Nope. That's Alien from what am I looking for? Oh no, I ain't throw it away. This is Club Hopper. We're gonna put this on. I was gonna put this is a chocolate brown. Or let's use this one. This is a MAC lip glass air. Y'all, I'm so indecisive right now. Like I don't know why. And this is supposed to be a shimmer lip liner. This is from MAC. And unfortunately, this is their darkest one. I'm like, that ain't, it ain't even dark. That's me not liking it. That's me having an internal temper tantrum. Yeah, nothing. I know, right? That's all I'm like, what? And we're gonna put it on because then we're gonna put something else on top of it. When I don't like something, I double down. We're gonna keep doing something until we get it how we like it. I'm just gonna use that dark brown. This is, they don't make these anymore. Not that I'm aware of. This is Dose of Color, so maybe that's why I didn't want to use it. Part of me is like, just put on a damn black. Because I know I like that. Yeah, this is Dose of Colors. They don't make this one anymore. Dark chocolate brown. Yeah, nothing ain't happened. And part, I can see a little bit, but it's not enough to be like, ooh. You know what I mean? This, what I realized from using the Notoriously Morbid so much is that the Sephora ones to me now seem super dry. And I didn't think they were dry before. But I think it's feeling that way from being used to using the Notoriously Morbid. Their Spellcast Beauty side, their liquid lipsticks to me are like super dry. And I'm just like, ooh. Bloom is still over on my desk. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to keep it or not because I love the color. It just feels so freaking dry. Hey, Alicia. How are you? We're going to fill it in some because that looks super harsh. But what I could do, we're going to go back to this one. And we're going to use that to blend the brown one. Thank you. When I hear people say, oh, I started to look and I ain't like it, I took it off. Oh, hell no. We're going to double down. We're going to keep at it. Eventually, I like it. This is nice. How this blended out this. Yeah. So I'm putting it just above it on the line, the top line. Yeah, we don't scrap looks here. And then I feel bad for the person that they feel like it's so unacceptable that they had to wash it off. It look like I don't have one eyeliner. It's like, who's the judge? Your makeup. But everybody's skin isn't elephant thick like mine. I didn't like it. I took it off. What? So what I'm hearing you say is that you're a quitter. Okay, cool. I didn't post yesterday's look because I didn't like it. Which means they thought that their audience wasn't going to like it. That's really what that means. This is that dark brown. I see my peak over here, but not over here. I was going to say we're going to leave it because my lips are not symmetrical. But here we are messing with it. We're going to put all this stuff down. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup colors. Yes. I really do like how this blended out this. And of course, the whole thing looks darker now, which is fine with me. I don't like it no look. I have one lash liner up at top on my upper lashes. Okay, y'all. Which eye? Okay, so far we have 2 Natashas on this side. Am I yelling? No, 2 Notoriously Morbids on this side. 2 people said Notoriously Morbid is on my left side. One person said they think the right side is Natasha. So what do y'all think before I show y'all what we used? You were right, Michelle. I should have put on Skinny for Smacking. That yellow liner. This liner got eaten up. But I like you can see the shadow underneath that shimmer shade. So that's helping. So what else? You think the right is notoriously morbid? So far all the answers were, I forgot that quick. Natasha and then Notoriously Morbid. Anybody else? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Come on, y'all, because only like 4 of y'all answered. This is a team sport. But you know, when I do a giveaway, y'all going to be answering. Or not, because y'all know my giveaways be kind of like a joke sometimes. It'd be like 3 entries. Yucca on the right. Notoriously Morbid. I should be writing this down because I'm going to forget who said what. Hey, Stitch Squad, how are you? All right, so Notoriously Morbid, Natasha, Notoriously Morbid. So half of y'all are right. Half of y'all are right and half of y'all are wrong. Oh, I almost dropped my eyeliner. I had to find that thing. All right, y'all. So whoever said this was Natasha, y'all are right. This is Natasha, which means that this is Notoriously Morbid. What we used, this was the inner corner shade because I know that one's bright. Holy what? Really? Yep. This is Notoriously Morbid Bog Witch. Yep. So we use this shade for inner corner. Center, we put this one, which is a cream to powder. So then I topped it with this to try to get it brighter because this one was bright. And I feel like I'm yelling. Outer corner is this shade. Lower lash line, we put this one. And from, you prefer to right? I like them both because I do like smoky, grungy, and this is grungy where this is grungy too, but it's a bright grunge. So inner corner, this side is this shade, y'all. That's that. And for the middle shade, we use this one. So that's that. Outer corner, we use this one. I forgot about brow bone. Brow bone, we use this shade down here. And we put this on lower lash line. For brow bone, from this one, we use that shade. So, and I'm thinking they're not going to be the same, but because some of y'all guessed right, some of y'all didn't, I'm like, these are more similar. Well, the colors we chose were more similar than I thought. It's just, this is just brighter. But this is definitely Swamp Water Grunge too, and I really do love this palette. When I saw this, when this came out, I knew I was buying it, and I was ready to break my perpetual low buy to get it. And then Grace sent me a code, and I'm like, okay, I'm still within my perpetual low buy. I was going to buy this full price. I saw it, I'm like, ooh. And this I actually purchased from Notoriously Morbid. So yeah, these are the shades. The pink. Get a sponge tip applicator for that pink. And this does add a nice pop. So does this one to this palette. So the pink in there. It don't even look pink on my skin. I promise you it is pink. But just, oh, here we go. It's like, where it at? I don't think it's a dual chrome. It is a dual chrome. That's Swamp Flower. That's this shade. And they do show on the back like which ones have shifts. That is this one. So I'm like, why do I see gold? Wow. That's pretty. Because I'm like, oh, okay, my complexion ate it. But no. It's a dual chrome. So you see the gold and then the pink. All gold. All pink. That is pretty. You use it for a highlighter as well. I had forgot because when I look at them, it's like, oh, that's a pink shade. That's nice. And the one from Natasha, because believe it or not, and y'all know I always talk about my perception of color. To me, this looks kind of orangey pinky, and so that's why I chose that one to pair with this one. But it is not the same. And this is one of those sparkling foiled something or others. Sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. And so we're gonna, that's nice. So that's just a gold. I'm trying to get this side to look gold to match that side. But I picked it because to me it looked pinkish, orangey in the pan. But this is pretty too. So but that's this inner corner. No, it's not. That's lower lash line. Oh, and also lower lash line, these outer corner shades, that's what I then buffed out underneath. But yeah, so both of these are nice. These are nice. So I'm gonna spray this down for when Michelle wants to buy it. Oh man, I cracked myself up. Take this off now before I forget. Bog Rich is all I own, and a few singles and loose shimmers. I was gonna say something. Let me just not. Let me. I have a single here somewhere that came free gift with purchase, and it is a pretty color. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to, yeah, I'll be trying, Michelle. And this is this color. I did get a palette so I can make this into a pressed shadow. Yeah, at least. Even if it's pre-ordered, I said it was going to ship in October. We're now middle of December. Why bother to do updates on stuff? Because it'd be a lie. And I know they don't intend it to be a lie, but it'd be a lie. You're still Morning Bieber? Yeah, did somebody buy that? Or is that still in my store? I don't even remember. I'm using that micellar water to get this off. Yeah, it's, and I talk about it enough, so let me just, yep, so this is Natasha. I'm gonna spray it. It'll be in my Macari store. Bog Witch ain't going nowhere. She's staying here with me. But it is shocking how bright this is. And I can always forget that's a dual chrome. And the other one that's a dual chrome looking on the back is this one in the center. But I don't see a shift this one in the center. I really don't. But according to the back of the package, it should look like that. But I don't see that. I don't see that at all. No matter how I turn it, all I see is green. So that's it for today, y'all. Sunday, members only exclusive. Members only live stream, members exclusive live stream. I've been trying to sound fancy. That's why I put member exclusive, because I usually just do members only. Oh, someone did buy B, but I remember that now, because then I said you're off the hook, because somebody purchased it. Yeah, so we're gonna do that on Sunday, and then we'll talk about the other thing, and which has nothing to do with any of y'all. Okay. And so that'll be it. So I'm glad that we did do this, because I was thinking like, maybe not. But I think the tell is this shade right here. Because even though this is a little less bright, where this one is bright, like certain angles, it does look like maybe that's just how the light is hitting it. These shades, they came out similar too. The brow bone shades, they came out similar too. So I like both looks. I do like the lip with the liners, but am I always going to want to line my lips? I don't know. So we're going to go, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you to the replay crew. Thank you for the new people that popped in. I appreciate you. Thank you to She Is Creative. And I forget who else. Stitch Squad. Thank you, too, for coming in and for talking, because y'all see I do talk to people. So the ones that come and don't speak, I'm like, I can't say hi. I don't know who you is. But I appreciate y'all being here. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you'll stay around. Feel free to subscribe. If you're curious about membership, if you click join down below, it'll just show you what the perks are. And then if you want to join, you can do that from there. But yeah, so we're going to go. We'll be back here Sunday. Really? What? Oh, that's so. I got to scroll back down. Okay. Thank you, Joe. Oh, beautiful Joe. Thank you so much. And so this side, Joe, is Natasha Denona Yucca palette. This side is Notoriously Morbid Bog Witch. So we did another beauty face off. And don't forget to check out my 2025 beginner how to playlist too, because I do think that'll be helpful. And so we're going to go. Members will be back here on Sunday, and I'm excited about showing y'all the palettes. The other thing I'm not excited about, but we're going to do that first, get the business out the way first. And so I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for replay crew. You already know that y'all rock. Thank you to those who missed some of the live and you circled back. That is amazing. I appreciate that. Excuse me. And if you don't forget, or if it's just like, oh, let me do that, do just circle back. I'm not saying watch it all over, but just circle back, pause it, and leave a comment, because that'll help feed the beast called the algorithm. And if you have not already, also, look like everybody did thumbs up. Okay. And thank you, y'all, for the gifts, because that was wonderful. Those are always so lovely, because I'm like, ooh. All right, so we're going to go. Members will be here Sunday. I'll be on Janessa's channel Monday. And I forget what we're doing. But I'm going to be on Janessa's channel Monday for a live. And then Tuesday, we'll be back here for a live. And then, of course, Wednesday next week, we'll be back here. And so we're going to go. Everybody have a good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. And stay safe, stay warm. And, as always, winter ween. Yes, winter ween. Oh, I'm a, thank you, Janessa. I'm going to recreate that look I did the removal process. I'm going to recreate that. And I did leave out the cream paints for that. And so that's going to be exciting, because that was a really nice look. And I'm like, damn, I didn't record that, because I couldn't, because I was out of space. But as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. Bye.